Summertime's the best time for a stout, right? What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. So, the beer I have for you today is another beer that I picked up from Halftime Beverage, and it's the Barista Stout from Theakston out of England. And this is a 4.2%, I believe, stout. I paid $4.99 at it at Halftime Beverage. Here's a picture of the can. I picked it up because one, it sounds delicious, and two, it was an English beer. And before I get into the beer, you all might be asking or wondering, or maybe you're not, why this is sitting here. I did a video, non-alcoholic beer video a while ago, talked about this. But this mug right here, this is an awesome mug. My good friend Cody got it for me. This is the Chug V3. He had it made specifically for me because it's got a custom letter here, J for my first name, big rope handle. It's an awesome mug, and the best part is it unscrews so you can wash this part. Really cool item. Really appreciate it, Cody. Thank you so much for buying this for me. I bring that up because Cody's from England, and I'm doing it first time I'm doing an English beer since I've been home, so I figured I'd mention this. Anyway, back to the beer here. So this is Theakston Barista Stout. On the can here, there's a lot of writing, but before I get to the can, I want to read a little blurb on Untapped. So, Untapped talks about the brewery. Brewing legend since 1827, T&R Theakston Limited is an independent, family-owned brewing company founded in 1827, located in Yorkshire Dales market town of Masham, North Yorkshire. The company is controlled and run by direct descendants of the founder Robert Theakston, great-great-grandsons Simon, Nick, Tim, and Edward Theakston. Theakston's is one of Britain's few remaining traditional family brewing companies. The company is a member of the British Beer and Pub Association, the Independent Family Brewers of Britain, and supporter of the government's drinkware campaign. Wonder what the government's drinkware campaign is. I've never heard about that. But if you're one of the guys that follows me or watches me from over there in the UK, let me know what that is. CAMRA and Pub is the hub. The company takes pride in its track record as craft brewing innovators, brewing a wide range of cask, brewery, conditioned, and bottle ales for the UK domestic and several overseas markets. Among the beers produced is Theakston Old Peculiar, a beer for which the company is renowned. The 19th century brewery is of a traditional tower construction containing many of the original features, thus upholding the great traditions of the English top fermented brewing method. That's really cool. So we'll get back to the beer here. On the can, there's a lot of writing, and it says, the ultimate velvety nitrogen-infused coffee-flavored stout, a delicious brew with caramel and vanilla notes, hints of dark berry fruit, and a bold, freshly roasted espresso aroma. That sounds amazing. That's why I bought this beer. And if I haven't already, I'll throw a picture of the can up there in the corner, probably somewhere over here. On the side here, it says, brewed by Theakston, a fifth-generation family-run brewery from the Yorkshire Dales, our Barista Stout is a fabulous coffee-flavored nitro stout, delivering a luxurious smooth pour and a rich roasted coffee aroma. Full-bodied malt brings depth and balance with subtle dark berry notes leading to a bold velvety finish. Coffee stout served chilled, product United Kingdom. Government warning, please drink responsibly. It's 4.2% ABV. This is a 14.9 fluid ounce can. And that is everything basically on the can. There is a date on here, and it says BBE January of 27. But it's a stout, so I would think it would last much longer than that. And it is this cool black can. I like these black cans. They look really cool. I think that's everything to talk about here. So let's get it on into the glass. On Untapped, this gets a 3.83 with 5.2 thousand check-ins. Surprisingly, there was no score on Beer Advocate. Also surprising, there was no hiss, because this was supposed to be a nitrogenated beer. So I thought there'd be a nitrogen widget in here. And I'm hard pouring it, but there was no real hiss whatsoever when I popped that can open. And it's not really even cascading like I expect for a nitro, but let's get a nose on it. That's rich chocolate, a little bit of espresso. That's like a chocolate mocha with a lot of espresso in it. That smells delicious. Color, that's a ruby red to dark black. I'm really surprised, since it says it's nitrogenated, that there was no cascading whatsoever. I definitely hard poured that. And it was just no cascade whatsoever. But that's a super dark black. I mean, you can see some ruby red around the edges. It's got about a ring finger's worth of this like cocoa powder kind of whitish tan head. And this just smells delicious. This smells really, really good. I'm excited to try this. I think it's been a while since I've had a stout. Cheers, everybody. That's velvety smooth. There's no effervescence whatsoever. If I didn't know this was a nitrogenated beer, I would have thought this has gone flat. That's velvety smooth. It's chocolate more than anything. It's like semi-sweet chocolate, a little bit of vanilla. I'm not really picking up the espresso. It's almost like, it's going to sound wild, but this reminds me of like a chocolate milkshake without the sugar or the sweetness, because there's very little sweetness here. It's like semi-sweet to bitter chocolate, some vanilla, and maybe there is a little bit of coffee, but there's not a whole lot of sweetness to it whatsoever. This would be a good beer. I should have bought a second can, because this would be a great beer to make a beer float with, to pour over ice cream. This would be delicious over some vanilla ice cream. I would like to have this on draft, on a nitro draft, and see how much better it is. But as it is, this is very tasty. Again, it's like semi-sweet to bitter chocolate, some vanilla. There might be a hint of espresso rolling around there, but there's not a whole lot of any real sweetness to it. It's very smooth, it's velvety. There's no effervescence whatsoever. And it is tasty. I could crush quite a bit of these. This would be a great session beer, especially in the fall or spring. You could session a lot of these and still be all right. Barista Stout from Theakston. If it had a little bit more of the espresso flavor to it, I'd probably give it a better rating than what I am. But as it is, I'm still giving it a big horns up. And my good friend Cody, I give you 2 horns up for this mug, because this is an awesome mug. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for this mug. Forget where he got it, but this is like the coolest mug I have, I think. It's such an awesome piece that's going to sit here in my videos. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, embrace the adventure.